Okay, enough with that crap. Good morning, everybody. It's December 31st, 2018, and you are listening to the final episode of 2018 of the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I will be your host for the next little while. It is finally the end of 2018, and I'm pretty sure some of you have had ups and downs, like all of us. Some of you have reached your goals, some of you have failed, but you're still here, you're still living, you're still enjoying this beautiful, great big world that we live on. So beautiful, so great, so wonderful. Today is supposed to be question call, but somebody never gave me the questions. So I have decided to take it in a different direction and decide that I am going to do a little thing called Year in Review. And I'm sure some of you are going to be like, oh crap, not one of these shows, not with one of these podcasts, oh no. But hear me out, this is absolutely interesting, and it shows a little bit of the history of the Blitz Morning Show. More history than anything else. Because about 3/4 of the way through the year, you didn't know the exact story of what was happening with this particular show until today. But before we get into that, I did find an article on my Facebook feed which I thought was very unique, but yet very retarded. Somewhere in Ontario, a 25-year-old female phoned 911 because her parents were questioning about her video game playing via time spent and money spent. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, I can't really say too much about the age when it comes to being at home and playing video games, because I think I was like 25 or 26 when I finally left. Or was it 26 or 7? It's a long explanation, but I was still living at home about that time, so I personally can't say it. But the one thing that I had that people nowadays didn't have, or you say, one thing I did have that these kids nowadays didn't have was the ability to play video games, work long hours to unlock things instead of now basically buying to win. But when I bought the Xbox, like the original, Xbox Live just came out, it was still new, it was still fresh, so it didn't have the opportunities or the ability to do what Xbox Live, PlayStation, things like that has today. Like now, video games are basically making money off the download content than the actual game itself. Trust me, the amount of money these companies make when it comes to that, it blows me away. So, yeah, where back in the day, you played, you got stuff, you got better, you went online, and you were pretty well evenly matched. Not today. I went online once, I just got absolutely destroyed. But more people play online than they do offline. Like, it's just absolutely insane. Alright, well, what I want to do is now take a look in the year review of the Blitz Morning Show, aka a look at the history section. I know I did get 2 emails asking about this, so I figured, why don't I just go and do her up for you guys? the start of basically the Blitz Morning Show was me wanting to be on a talk show. Fair enough. If you can't get your dreams, you got to reach it somehow. So I emailed the local radio station company, and I asked if there was any chances or talk about getting a talk station in my city. And the lady writes back and says, no, there's no interest in it. I'm very sorry. So it's like, fine, I'll do it myself. So hence the Blitz Talks. Then from the Blitz Talks, I was thinking to myself, well, if I have a 3-hour show in the morning, I can call it the Blitz Morning Show, have myself, have co-hosts, things like that. So I started doing the show every single day in February, March for 15 minutes. Then it got to the point where it's like, okay, I need to take that extra step. So I took that extra step, paid a little bit money for upgrading my account. The account got upgraded. Guess what? I was going more backwards than forwards. So I gave up. I tend to do that a lot. It's not the role model that I should follow, because despite everybody always saying you gotta find a role model and stick it with it, the only role model that you should actually follow is yourself. I know that sounds weird, but it's kind of true though in the long run. Alright, so when it comes down to everything, I gave up. I let it go. I didn't really do anything with the Blitz Morning Show, except for the one day. It was probably midway to closer to I don't know what it was. That's a good question. I don't know. It was closer to the end of the year, September, October. I decided I'm going to check the stats and see how they are. And all of a sudden, whoosh, I take a look at the stats and it's like, oh my god, people are actually listening to the show. Alright. Well, how am I going to do this? Am I going to do weekly, bi-weekly, try every weekday? Then I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to sit back for at least a week trying to figure it out. At the exact same time, there is a YouTube channel that I've been following, and I can't pronounce his last name, but I'm going to sure try. Robbie Ferrero, or something like that. I apologize, Robbie, if I butchered your name, and I apologize super duper if I butcher your name, because that is not cool. Anyway, so but with him, he kind of did his one step closer to his dream, where he started to do something where he puts 3 videos out a week. And I thought to myself, that would work absolutely perfect for the Blitz. So that's the reason why you guys get shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's because of him, like Robbie, and his page or YouTube channel. # committed crew. So I decided to just do 3 shows a week. I don't flood your guys' feeds like I did before, which most people probably tuned in 1 to 2 and be like, this is too much. Where 3 I find is just the perfect amount. The only downfall that I find with doing the 3 is I feel that I need to be committed to do that particular 3. Well, just in case if you noticed over the last little bit, I was sick, which I didn't do a show on a Friday. Then I tried coming back. It worked, but it didn't. Then he had Christmas, which really messed things up because I did a show Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Where Friday, it was just Then this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is back to normal. Thank God New Year's falls on a freaking Tuesday. Because I don't work on Tuesdays. So, it was kind of interesting learning as I grew, then starting to add a little bit of segments. Some of them worked well, some of them I didn't even try because I knew that they would have failed. The one that I decided to try was Question Call. And basically, my buddy Kim, he gives most of her questions. I do have other questions like from Jim Mallard from the Mallard Report, as well as the Amish Baby Machine podcast. So people do send in questions and things like that. And, it's one of those things where it makes you go, Or, if you guys have if I answer a question and you feel that you need your 2 cents out, email me or tweet me your response to that question. Like, for example, the one example that I always use. Would you rather be a bad player on a good team, or would you rather be a good player on a bad team? If you have a different opinion, or you want to voice your view, just email us at theblitzmorningshow@gmail.com, and I will read your response on air, and let's make it work. So then as time was going, the show's starting to slowly grow. I'm getting more likes on my Facebook page, which is great. I'm starting to post a little bit more. I do have a website. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the company because they're asking way too much for their services. Right now, their services are basically $35 US every 3 months, and that includes a website. I'm sorry, I can find a website for $9.99 for a whole entire year, and gives me 3 email addresses. Don't get me wrong, I do like how this other company's website is, but not for that price. Forget it. I'd rather go to WordPress and create one. If you're still with us, you are listening to the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I am your host. I thank you still for tuning in and listening as long as you have, and I appreciate the love you guys are sending. And when it comes to the new year, I do have a little bit of changes. Last Monday, I noticed that Alex B, he was in Weyburn, so I messaged him. It's like, hey, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm down with the girlfriend. We're going to be spending Christmas with my family. It's like, crap. Hang on. I hear a noise. Okay, that is absolutely weird. I hear a voice that sounds like my van's going to blow up. Anyway, so I talked to him, and as soon as he said girlfriend, I thought, oh, there was my chance of getting him on the show. But he did say he made a promise to his mom, stating that he would visit more with his mom, so he'll be in Weyburn a little bit more. And the way that the schedule is it may actually work out quite well for this particular show, because he does get, Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday off most of the time. So if that's the case, that's going to work out actually quite well. Alex B is going to be with me on the Blitz Morning Show once again. I did also try getting the girlfriend's oldest son, Will, a part of the show. It didn't work out that way. Why? It's simple. Like, as you can tell by how everything sounds right now, it's sound quality. But speaking about sound quality, that's also going to be another thing that's going to be a positive in the long run for me. Because right now, I'm waiting for my microphone to show up. It was a cheap little thing, kind of podcasting on a budget. I was reading about it. I'm tracking it. I'm still going back reading about it again. And the microphone, it just clips onto my shirt, which will give me the hands-free. And if it works out, I might actually order another one because it was something like $8 with shipping. It's supposed to be here on the 29th of next month, but currently it is in Vancouver, waiting to get onto route to here in Saskatchewan. So if that's the case, then I'm not going to complain. It's going to be one of those awesome things, and we possibly could get better sound and more guests right here on the show. A lot of positivity coming my way in 2019. Another thing that I would love to do is get merchandise. The only catch is, only true diehards get merchandise, and I know there's some of you out there. But if you would like merchandise, tell me what you would like. Would you just like your basic like water bottles, coffee cup, or would you go a little bit bigger and get what is that called? Shirts, things like that. When it comes to shirts, I don't know really. I gotta figure something out, but what can you do? What can you say? Well, I think I'm gonna be ending it for today, everybody. Had a pretty good show. And I will talk to you on Wednesday with news from around the world, interesting stuff, as well as facts, opinions, and anything else that's interesting. Well, I thank you for tuning into the Blitz Morning Show. My name is Toby Brendel, and I thank you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at theblitzmorningshow@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter at coffeeman_radio for my personal, or at the Blitz Talks for the show's Twitter account. Make sure you go on Facebook, do a search for the Blitz Morning Show. Make sure you give that little page a like and share it with all your friends, family. Let's get it up, let's get it going, let's get it poppin'. Alrighty, I will see you in a couple days, guys. Peace out.